Breaking news. See how I made over 400k monthly supplying bread to Boko Haram adopted varsity students in Kaduna State. Suspected baker reveals. Azan Magaji, a suspect and owner of the bakery, stated that he made 400,000 naira delivering bread to Bandit in Kaduna State. Magaji Abubakar Ibrahim, Awa Abubakar and Ibrahim Kabiru were captured by the police on their way to Damari forests around Benin, Gwari and Giwa local government area on June 8, according to Niger News. My relative Mustafa Magaji, who owns several bread factories, visited in 2018 and taught me how to bake cakes. I used the 21,000 naira that I was able to save to start the business, and now I made at least 400,000 naira monthly, the suspect told the Sun. The boom in my business began when I started supplying bread to bandits. Initially, I used to go around the camp area to sell bread in small quantities. Quickly, it was during one such movement in 2019 that I met Muhammad from Galadimawa, and he brought 10 loaves of bread and took my phone number. I sold the bread 200 naira each instead of the regular market price, which was 170. The next day he called me and said that the bread was so sweet that I should bring 20 pieces. The day I took 20 pieces, I met with 3 others who were with him that day. They told me that they would like to buy more, to be buying in a large quantity, and I told them that I did not have enough cash. We agreed that they would pay the entire money before I would bake. They started with 20,000 naira worth of bread and gradually increased it to 50,000 naira a day. After removing the cost of ingredients, I make as much as 150 in a week. Abubakar, for one, said that he began working with Magaji 3 months ago and had no idea that selling bread or this product to criminals was against the law. I started working for Magaji about 3 months ago. He said, I'm paid 500,000 naira. I'm paid 500 naira and a loaf of bread every day. My job is to join and bake the bread and also sell them in the various communities. Despite widespread opposition from Nigerians, President Muhammadu Buhari's government has begun to retrace and restore grazing routes across the country. After a conference in Delta State, 17 southern governors placed a ban on open grazing in the region, according to Niger News. On the other hand, President Muhammadu Buhari has urged states to revive cow grazing routes around the country. This was said by the president in an interview with Arise Television that aired on Thursday. He said that he has ordered Nigeria's Attorney General Abubakar Malami to start the process of reclaiming land from people who have modified cattle grazing routes for their own use. The grazing paths, according to Buhari, were established during the First Republic when Nigerians used to observe regulations, but they have since been converted. What I did was ask him to go and dig the gazettel of the First Republic when people were obeying laws, he said. Many Nigerians, notably governors from the north and south, have expressed opposition to the federal government's plan On phase, the federal administration has started identifying and reclaiming stock routes, also known as grazing routes, that elders used to graze their livestock. According to the federal government, this was done to alleviate the conflicts between elders and farmers. She stated, "There are some stock routes that we have across the country, and in the past we had monuments along these stock routes, particularly the primary stock routes. And in the course of farming or other human activities along these stock routes, the momentum were altered, but we know where they are." So we are saying that some of them can be traced, and this is particularly for areas that are not encroached upon as of now. The pastoralist knows the route, and on some of those routes you will see the pieces of momentum along them. Lai Cholarin also stated, "So for those that are not encroached upon and are not in conflict zones, we will go ahead to trace and guide the pastoralists along them. We did not get to where we are today in one day, and so we cannot even expect that every pastoralist should suddenly start ranching now. Some will still have to move, but let us keep the movement as safe as possible and in areas that do not conflict zones." That is what I am saying. We are not going to retrace stock routes where there are infrastructures that are for the public goods. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. This is so interesting. Can you imagine this man? Okay, according to what he said that he never knew that supplying foodstuffs to bandits is a crime. I just hope it stops. Don't say because you are making 400,000 naira monthly or 1 million naira monthly, you keep doing this. You have to be careful. If you are being caught, you'll be detained, you'll be persecuted and arrested. So be careful of the way you are selling to these people. So viewers, you have heard it all. What is your take on this? Your comment concerning this news will be very much appreciated. Please don't hesitate to drop your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button for more updates. Thank you.